The first big move of the Phillies offseason is officially here as they've signed closer Jordan Romano to a 1-year deal. Romano obviously coming off of some surgery last year, but this is a very promising move for the Phillies. I'm going to get into all of this here on Phillies Digest with you guys, but this is really the first big move that we've seen. So from Jeff Passan today, Jordan Romano and the Philadelphia Phillies are in agreement on a free agent contract pending a physical, which was completed today from a bunch of sources. Romano, 31, was non-tendered by Toronto earlier this offseason and joins a Phillies bullpen that lost Jeff Hoffman and Carlos Estevez to free agency. And I do want to say as of right now, because with that, we do have this other report from Matt Gelb saying that Romano joins a late-inning Phillies bullpen mix that includes righty Orion Kerkering, Matt Strahm, and Jose Alvarado. Phillies president of baseball operations, Dave Dombrowski, had prioritized a bullpen addition while saying he might acquire only one reliever to replace Jeff Hoffman and Carlos Estevez if they depart. But here's where things get good as well. That calculus could change given the smaller terms of the Romano contract. The Phillies have remained interested in a reunion with Hoffman. It is unclear whether they can find a match. The Phillies continue to seek an outfielder and have engaged various clubs in trade talks that could shake up the roster. And I do want to get really into this here because now for the Phillies, this is really the first big move. Jordan Romano, an unbelievable few seasons from 2020 to 2023, a 1.23 ERA in 2020, a 2.14 in 2021, a 2.11 in 2022, and a 2.90 in 2023. He was one of the best closers in the game, if not the best at the time. 95 saves from 2021 all the way to 2023. But last year was a bit of an issue for Romano. He went down with it was an arthroscopic surgery in his throwing elbow. I believe he threw 15 games last year and was over a 6.5 ERA. So it wasn't necessarily the best season for Romano, but this is sort of a get-back spot for the Phillies now because the Phillies, obviously, as we know, they've been searching for bullpen arms. That's sort of been the talk of the entire offseason, and it's good to see them start to hit this market. This is rumored right now to be around a $7.5 million contract. This number has not been confirmed yet. There has been a few conflicting reports from Schwarber and Rosenthal. Rosenthal of The Athletic said that the price was over this $7.75 million because this was his estimated arbitration money. But this from Schwarber is now saying that this is the price for Romano. And if that's true, this is once again a fantastic deal. If Romano's elbow is 100% healthy, this is fantastic. He was once again one of the best pitchers in all of baseball out of the bullpen from 2020 to 2023. The issue here is if that arm is completely ready to go. And I will say this, I don't think the Phillies would have went through this physical and made their first big splash if this arm wasn't healthy. Jordan Romano, once again, one of the best arms in baseball from those 4 seasons. The Phillies would not have thrown $8 million at this guy if they didn't know if this elbow was healthy. We've seen what this team has done for Jeff Hoffman. We've seen what this team done for Matt Strahm, Jose Ruiz. Caleb Cotham has turned this bullpen into one of the best in baseball. I know they did not perform up to their standards in the playoffs, but this has been a really good bullpen now for 2 years. And if you can add a healthy Jordan Romano to this, that is really awesome, and that is really ideal so far for the Phillies. But I do want to get into this really here for Romano because he's really just a 2-pitch pitcher. This has kind of been why Romano has been so good. I mean, that slider is his pitch. He throws it 54% of the time. This was from 2023, his last full season. The slider, 496 sliders, 54% of the time. and that four-seam fastball was really his only other pitch at 45.6% of the time. He threw like one or two sinkers that entire season, but really for Romano, that's about it. This is his two pitches, the slider and the fastball. So this is a great get for the Phillies, and I know a lot of people are going to sit here and they're going to sort of say, the elbow and this and the injury, but this is the type of thing that this is the bounce back situation. It's not a hefty number for a reliever, right? This is not that bad. Jeff Hoffman and Carlos Estevez are both going to get way more money than Jordan Romano in free agency. And I get it. Both of those guys just had two healthy, very good seasons. But there's a very good chance that Jordan Romano can be fully back. I'm going to repeat this multiple times on here today to you guys. I don't think the Phillies would sign this guy if the elbow wasn't healthy. This is a move that they feel confident in. This is a move that they know moving forward can be a very good one. And I fully trust the Phillies and Gotham to really get this guy back to where he was. I mean, because once again, he was truly one of the best arms in baseball. We can look down this here. 2022, that was really probably his best overall season. 64 innings pitched, 73 strikeouts. I mean, this guy was a freaking animal. 3 walks per 9, 0.6 home runs per 9, 10.3 strikeouts per 9. He was an all-star in 2022 and 2023. That year with an ERA again under 3, 2.9 in 49 games finished, 59 total games. He logged 71 saves in 2022 and 2023 with 145 strikeouts in both of those seasons. This is a move that, once again, for the Phillies is a big one. It sort of starts their offseason. I think we all know now officially Juan Soto is not coming to the Phillies. A $765 million deal with the Mets last night for 15 years. But this is the first really big move to sort of upgrade this pitching staff in general. I mean, the baseline of this offseason so far for Dave Dombrowski, as it seems, has been pitching. There's been rumors about Sasaki, Snell, Crochet, bullpen arms. Obviously, the interest to bring back Hoffman. Not as much Estevez, but I don't think there is a 0% chance that Carlos Estevez comes back. But I do think it is more likely that it is Hoffman rather than Estevez. As far as Jordan Romano, I will say this. I love the move. I think it's awesome, and I really think this is a great opportunity for him to get back healthy and back on his feet. But I will say this, it cannot be the only bullpen move. I've been begging for it all offseason. I need the Phillies to go get Jeff Hoffman back. Jeff Hoffman's a workhorse. He's shown it the last 2 years. I know he didn't have the best playoffs, but that guy can freaking pitch. He wants to be here. He said it multiple times. The Phillies obviously have the interest to bring him back. There's also been some Tanner Scott rumors. That's been a name that me and Sean Bernard have really talked about on Phillies Digest. I've been begging for Tanner Scott for years. I think having another lefty in this bullpen in front of Matt Strahm and Jose Alvarado would just be absolutely incredible. Having 3 lefties and then having possibly Hoffman, Kerkering, and now Romano as a top 6 in your bullpen with a guy like Jose Ruiz and potentially another maybe smaller get off of the free agent market. This bullpen has a chance to be really good. I love this Jordan Romano signing, but at the same time, I need Jeff Hoffman to come back. This is basically a one of 2 part move for me. There has been some reports from Gelb, like we already said, that Dombrowski wasn't necessarily looking for multiple relievers to fill those spots, but I do think because this contract is reported so low that I think Hoffman is definitely still on the table. And once again, I want Jeff Hoffman back. So, Jeff Hoffman, I know you're not watching this, but if you are, I need you back on the Phillies. Jeff Hoffman needs to come back. I love this signing of Jordan Romano, though. I love it. I think this is really good for the Phillies. I think he's an awesome arm, and I think once he's healthy again, which he will be for the 2024 season, I think this is going to be one of the better contracts in baseball. Basically, the best closer in the game for 2 years for a price tag under $8 million as reported is almost about as good as it can get. Now you just hope once again that elbow is 100%. But that is going to be it for me today on Phillies Digest. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, Smash that subscribe button, like this video. These winter meetings are officially underway, so me and Sean Bernard are going to be covering everything for you here on Phillies Digest, and that is it for me today. Peace.